everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Ryan, this is USE Homestead. Of course, most of you guys already know that. You wouldn't be tuning in. So, what do we got going on today? Well, we're going to try to do a few things today, try to get caught up on some work. While it's blistering hot, you know, I've often wondered what Texas feels like, and if this is even remotely close to it. I don't know that I want to go. It's hot. It's hot. Like, you can just sit in the shade and still sweat. We got to figure this out. Yes, we got to figure it out. So anyhow, what we're going to do today? Well, first thing we're going to do, we're going to build this rock wall here. We're going to fix this rock wall up the rest of the way. I was going to concrete it in, but I ain't going to concrete it right now. I'm going to wait till later on, get some concrete, and we're going to concrete all this in. And yeah, we'll add more rocks to it as needed. But what we're going to do today is we're just going to kind of lay it out, put the rocks in there as we need them, how they'll fit and all that good stuff. I may even start chipping a few of them, busting a few, and stuff just to get them to lay a little bit better. So this is the first thing we're going to do. And then we're going to plant a few things, water a few things, and kind of give you a little tour of what all is going on. So yeah, let's get started. Alright guys, so they laid these in here. You know, the ones that didn't know exactly what they were doing, and that's okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in here, fix it up best we can, remove some of these little rocks here, put in some of the bigger rocks, kind of fill in and stuff, and just try to make it the best we can here. Some of them will lay down like this, and other ones we may end up having to stand up some on end. So it's really just about trying to get the flow of it all, right? You want a nice flow to it, to everything. Let's see here. You don't really want anywhere that grass can come up either, so you want to kind of snuff the grass out if you can. Try not to leave any gaps or anything like that, if at all possible. And just kind of fill it all in best you can. Sometimes you have to remove certain things and look at it. Maybe move a rock or two here and there. You may get one in a spot you think you like it, and you end up finding a better spot for it. So don't get too ahead of yourself. Take your time. Position them rocks in there where you want them at. Step back and look at it. See if that's the right fit. See if that's what you want. And if it is, leave it. If it's not, move it.
Out on the homestead wide, kids run free, nowhere to hide. Chasing butterflies, frogs in the creek, laughter echoes, voices unique, teaching moments, nature's guide. Life's a ride, enjoy the stride. Sunsets low, painting skies, building tree forts, reaching high, feathers, fur, and friendly eyes. Every day's a new surprise, from the barn to the mail.
Alright, so I'm gonna have to get some more rocks, some smaller rocks, and we'll fill in all these voids here. But I'm gonna wait to do that for when I got concrete. So you guys can see down through there. It's not a bad looking wall. Like I said, we'll have to get some concrete in there and fix it up a little bit better than that. But it's got the roughed out version of it. So can take a look at everything. Giant cabbage is looking pretty daggone good. Got beautiful tomatoes down through here, looking wonderful right here. Got some kohlrabi looking good down there, some beets and stuff looking good down there. Got to get this thing here filled up. Still waiting on Wellington to bring me my dirt that's supposed to be here. So hopefully it gets here sooner than later, because I got another one coming. We got some mega blooms started here. Here's a mega bloom right here. I see another mega bloom over there. Tip of my finger right there. So those are looking pretty good. Tomatoes are looking really good, I think, actually. Let me see this right here. I don't know what this is, but I thought it was going to be a marigold, but I think it's just a weed. Pull it out of there and get it going. There's some more weeds in here. Get them out of there real quick. Don't want no weeds in the tomato beds. Don't want them and don't need them. Beetroot's going to look good and doing good. Look at that thing. It's going to be a good one, I believe. All this shade that it'll get from the tomato plants will be good for it. Carrot is looking exceptionally well. Over here, all this stuff here is starting to die back. So we're going to get it looked at here. It's pretty dry. It needs some water, needs some life in it. So we're going to get it some water here just in a minute and get it soaked down real good. Over here, we're getting ready to do another bed video. We're going to be gutting this bed right here, getting it all cleaned out and everything, and planting more stuff in it. That'll be tomorrow's video. So all this stuff's going to come out of here. We'll be planting more in it. We'll do some more work over here and all this stuff as well. Get all this here, cleaned up and straightened up. But it's looking really good for what it is. I think it's doing very well this year. A lot better than it did last year. Let's put it that way. Some of these tomato plants got to come out of here. They're just way too bushy and big, so we'll have to get them out. These beds are starting to look pretty good. I like how they're doing and looking. This needs water as well. It's just been so hot, man. We just can't keep up with the water. The water's going 24/7, literally. I'm moving it every 4 hours. I'm letting it hit a spot for 4 hours and moving, hit a spot for 4 hours and moving. So this stuff here is looking pretty decent as well. These plants are looking really good. Pretty ecstatic about them. This plant here is about 3 foot long, 4 foot long, and it'll open tomorrow. I'm thinking about pollinating that little rascal just to see how small of a plant that size can grow, how big of a pumpkin or whatever, just to see, just to play around with them. I get in here and weed all this stuff here because there's a lot of stuff growing in all this grass here. We got to weed all that. Got to weed some more of this stuff here. Got turnips and stuff trying to pop up in here, so it's going to have to be wet down again, watered again, whatever you want to call it. All this needs watered again. Like I say, every 4 hours I'm moving stuff. So we got lots and lots. It's just been so hot. Nothing. I'm leaving stuff. I left the last one on for over 8 hours on the back, and it still hasn't done what it needs to do. I've left the last one on in the backyard for over 8 hours at the corn patch, and it still is almost dry after 8 hours of straight nothing but water. So yeah, everything's bone dry around here. Got to get it watered down good. So getting ready to move everything and water all that down. I'm going to save the planting for tomorrow and stuff. So we'll be planting in this bed and all the other raised beds as well. So we'll save a lot of this stuff for tomorrow. But yeah, it's that's what we got going on right now. Not a whole lot. This is over here watering our beans on the fence line there, trying to get them some water to where where they're good to go. So I don't even know if it's making it to them. I hope it is. It probably wasn't though. It ain't hitting the fence. Kids got over and messed with it. So anyhow, guys, appreciate you watching, and as always, we'll see you next time right here in the Hollers and Hills of West Virginia.
Don't forget to smash that like button, that notification bell. Don't get the
Good job. Here you go. Thank you.
Don't get the
Don't forget to share. Yep. There you go. Good job. And subscribe.
subscribe.